Hey folks, it's the Holiday Trade. We're going to talk about some of these stocks we have on my list here, and hopefully I'll get you some good information, and you can do what you're going to do, and I'm going to do what I'm going to do, and hopefully we can both be successful in whatever we endeavor. Alright? So, let's get it. First up is Apple. Apple got a little bit of a sell-off, got some support here. You got the earnings came out and the dividend payout. So, of course, you know, they didn't do bad in their earnings. So expect maybe a little bit more of a pullback after you hit this resistance here. And, well, you know what? Then again, we may push up and retest this area in here. And then maybe pull back. But, if we don't see a pullback tomorrow, then we're definitely going to go higher and retest this area before pulling back. Alright, that's Apple. Next up is Amazon. And Amazon, of course, as you can see, is retesting these old highs. And got some moving averages coming up to support. Got some windows open down here that's going to have to be reconciled at some point. So look for resistance here, pull back, close that area, and take off. Next up, BBWI, and putting in three monstrous bar. Well, one monstrous bar and two little bars makes one big bar. Retesting this $32 area. Look for maybe one more push up into that, and then maybe a sell off or a pullback to retest the high, or retest that resistance that is going to become support. If it fails before it gets above that, then look for a little bit of a pullback, maybe halfway between here and here, and then a retest of that, and then we should be getting through it. Moving average should be down to cause a little more havoc, but then at the same time should be able to continue on through, unless they fail at the moving averages. Alright, but that should get us into the end of the year, and so we should see some growth up until here, and maybe even through it until next year sometime, after the holiday season is over and everybody's back to work. Next up, Dick's Sporting Goods. And as you can see, it started to sell off in here. Caught a little bit of support with the moving averages. They have their earnings on the 26th of November, so I suspect maybe a little bit of a sell-off more. You might have a good bounce tomorrow after they decide who's going to be the president, and everybody can start deciding where they at and where they want to be and how things are going to be for them and their families in the future. So all that insecurity and uncertainty, as they like to call it, should start to wade in the next couple of days. Alright, but until then we'll probably get a little more sell-off and then retest of those highs. Next up, Lululemon, who is doing the thing and retesting this second moving average and trying to break through to retest the third. If it can get above that and come back and use these moving averages as some support to continue to lift it higher, and we'll be off and running. But Lulu is definitely doing good, and this bar right here indicates that it wants to continue higher. So yeah, that's Lululemon. Next up is, I don't know why I got two M's there. Should be one M. Next up is Macy's. And Macy's put in a nice little support bar here, green bar, got a little tail on it. So we know they got some buyers in here, and I think tomorrow it's going to want to put in another bar higher. Tomorrow, yeah, Wednesday and into Thursday, another bar higher, maybe a pullback on Friday, and then Monday continue higher. But Macy's is looking like they're ready to start heading into the Christmas and Black Friday and all that good stuff. Next up, Nike. And Nike, same thing. found the bottom in here, and is ready to retest those highs. All right, ready to hit back and we gotta get through these moving averages. So look for some resistance at about this area here, at about it was at 88.75. So look for some resistance by 88.75, you know, and then we get up above, come back retest, and then we shouldn't have any more resistance. We should have some resistance. There's a window open here, so there's going to be some resistance in here. Here at 95.33, and some resistance here at, let's see, $99.92. All right, and then that'll be our area of swinging. Will be, you know, our distance from here to here is about the same, so that'll be our center point. We'll just be swinging back and forth through there until it gets tired. Let's see if I'm right there as far as that distance is concerned. So here to where we go into here, maybe I will say there. And bingo, bongo, bango. Here it is. So we know that that is our center swing position, or our zone, or ground zero. We'll call it ground zero. You know, that's ground zero there. Edit. Make it big. And now let's duplicate it. Alright. So there's our window here, and there's our pullback and our pull down. Now we gotta go back. If we head back up, we're gonna find some resistance in this area. Maybe even gap over it and take off, or who knows what's gonna happen. But we know they're gonna have some resistance here, and here again, here, and again here, and then we'll go where we're gonna go. But this definitely is an area that it's drawn to. Nike. Alright, next up, Starbucks. Starbucks got a window opened up here, and then another window opened up over here. So that's two big windows, and neither one of them didn't reconcile. It gapped up over this one, so it didn't close that. It went halfway, almost could have closed it, but then couldn't do it, so then it sold off and came out here, and instead of going through here and closing it, it jumped over it again. And so now it's trying to go higher, but it's got to reconcile this at some point. So expect Starbucks to either sell off and come down and close this window, or they can keep going and maybe do a split or something to close it. Alright, next up is Target. Oh, I don't think I lost my internet. Alright, so we got a nice little green bar here in our moving averages, so it's kind of in that moving average zone. So we need to push up through there and come back, retest for support, and then take off to retest its high, 183. So we need to get out of the out of our moving average zone. I'll think of a clever name for it, but right now we'll just call it our moving average zone. Anyhow, we need to get out of that, retest, and continue higher. Next up is Wally World. And I don't know why. This thing didn't go. And my internet is acting up, folks. Almost made it through. Well, we'll do Walmart on the next one. Sorry about that. It looks like I lost my internet, and so we're gonna have to call that a do. So thanks, like, subscribe. I hope what I've given you so far was informative. We'll try to cover this last one, Walmart. My internet comes back, I'll cover that, and then we'll go on from there. All right. So again, please like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and all right, be careful out there. These markets are crazy.